So luckily this build is one of the easier ones out of the vehicles that I have to get started. So we're gonna wanna build it in the air as you do. And since here we're just gonna print it. Now that we have it, you're gonna wanna get an oak ship helm. Well, any ship helm. Ah, shoot, I need to fix my keybinds. There we go. Assemble it. Whoa, it didn't duplicate all the stuff. That's weird. Anyways, you can assemble it. You can get rid of that. Now, you might want to get out the track toolkit and come around here. And you may want to mess with the stiffness of the suspension. Depending on how bad the terrain is, you might want to drop it down. But like 2 or 3 is pretty good. It's kind of up to you. So the first step to getting it started is to get gasoline into this little engine here. This compact engine is how you start the big diesel engine. So put gas there. But now we're going to have to kind of access the inside of this to some degree to make sure that we get everything working the right way. So you're going to want a screwdriver, and you're going to start having to break and replace pipes here. Like you might notice that these pipes are connected to this. This is the diesel tank. This pipe here is the air intake. We do not want it connecting to this. This is bad. So you might have to actually completely remove that and then build this. And then you're going to want to hit it with the screwdriver on each of these different pipes. That will stop it from changing once you put something new. It'll stop it. It like locks it basically. And we don't want this to connect here. You can also always do that as well. Well, actually, no, you can't do that here because we want this to connect specifically to this diesel engine. So, well, shoot. We might have to break that temporarily. Hit this with the screwdriver. Put that back. Hopefully you didn't already put gas in there. I mean, why would you have done that? It's not like I said to do that already. And then we get through here. Hit the pipe that's right there with your wrench. Well, or get rid of that. Hit that with your wrench. And then put that back. So now it only connects to these 2 things. That's the air intake. That's the exhaust pipe. Speaking of the exhaust pipe, you're going to want to come down here and look at it and make sure that that's connected. That's coming out of it. That's good. So this thing is going around here. And oh no, it's connecting back to the engine. We don't want that. So we're going to need to get under this now. And you might have to break this and then hit this with the screwdriver. Put that back. There you go. Now it's not connected. And now we just need to make sure the diesel is not conflicting with anything. This is the diesel pipe right here. It looks like it's fine, actually. So that's good. For good measure, you will probably want to break and replace these fans here. And now let's attempt to start this. First, you're going to want to come around here and then just change this to whatever you want. Like we're going to do diesel. And then you'll want to have an input for diesel. Name that diesel. Get actual diesel. Make sure the actual diesel is going into there. And so that's good. So this thing is got access to diesel now. So now before we try to turn this on, make sure that this is all the way down. And we'll turn this all the way up so that it's at the max speed. And what you can do now, you should be able to come over here, start spinning that, and then make sure that this valve is open like that so that exhaust can leave the diesel engines. We can try to look in there and see what it's doing. And so if we look at this, we can see that it has not actually turned the diesel engines on yet. And why might that be? So to check, we can do this and we'll say, oh, look, it's not bringing in air. That's my fault because I removed a cogwheel to access that. So put that, make sure the cogwheel's actually there. And now look at that. You can see air is in there. This thing is running at 100,000 stress units. You can turn this off. You don't need it anymore. It's wasting the gas. We don't want that to happen. That means you can cover this back up. You can put stuff back there or not. It doesn't matter. And then we can put these things back. Well, let's check this first, actually. Oh, look, see, diesel's already filled up, so diesel's already gone through there. You can see the exhaust is leaving, so everything is good with the engine. That's good to go. So we just put everything back. Now feel free to do this. This is the speed controller. That's for the tracks. This is for that thing back here for the drilling area. So like if we do that, you'll see the drills start going. We can go all the way to the max and it still has enough power to run it at the max speed. That's pretty cool. But we're just going to turn it off for now. You're going to need to reattach super glue to this because when you form it into the thing, it hides. Because when you form it into the vehicle, it gets rid of the super glue. Then just make sure that this block here that's attached to this bearing is super glued so that that's overlapping. And then make sure you get this transmitter to go with it. And now that that's done, you can come over here and hold shift, spin. No. Don't hold shift. Do not hold shift. That's to make it go back. Just flick that and then flick that again. And then you're going to want to deform this and then make sure it's set to only place near initial angle so that it only places there. Then you can hold shift, you can get rid of it and keep it deformed and then put it back deformed. Then we'll undo this. Now it's in mining mode. You can always take these off if you want. You can make it bigger or smaller. You could actually add more drills if you wanted, 29 if you wanted with the engine capacity. And the last thing we need is the controller. So let me look at my screenshot that you'll have access to as well. Configure up this controller and we can start driving, and that is how you make the mining cat. And so this is what you're going to have. You're going to have coal, jacaranda, lavender, and drills. The Stuka actually has better labeling. That's just random garbage I had on me at the time. But anyways, you can push W, you'll go forward. Push S, you'll go backwards. W and D, you'll turn to the right. W and A, you'll turn to the left. And that's pretty much how you do it. Everything else is controlled on the vehicle. Oh yeah, and if you want to turn the engine off, you can shut this valve. You can close it. You can see it's green right now. If you turn that to red, that will turn it off. Although when you relog, you might have to like break and replace the valve. It gets a little bit glitchy. Like, see, I'd actually have to do that now. It didn't shut it off. But if you break and replace it, it will. Not the greatest. But other than that, that's all you need to know. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me on Patreon anyways, and I will answer. And happy mining.